Hey guys, my name's Mohit Goyal. I am the writer, director, producer at DynamesProductions, and this is a 2024 year in review. Now, normally I don't do videos like this, mainly because it's just not my style. This is more like a vlogging style video. Might be a hybrid. I don't know. It's unplanned, or I should say unscripted. I'm recording this on a phone as well, so hopefully the audio comes out fine. But yeah, I wanted to take the opportunity to talk about the year 2024, all the progress I had made regarding the filmmaking and everything, and just how I started posting on the channel again after so many years. So first up, the water that never stops.
Babe, are you here?
I know we've had our differences lately, and often fought, but surely he wouldn't do this. Would he?
So this one was interesting because this one was where I really started creating stories where I would try to have a little bit more to them rather than improv, because a lot of the times when I did videos with myself, unless it was stop motion, they were improv. So in The Water That Never Stops, I really tried to go for a more scripted feel. There were technical issues as well with the film, but they were all learning experiences. For example, there was quite a bit of overexposure at the start of the film. Again, all learning experiences that would help build up for every other film moving forward. And this one was also the first one where I really used other actors, and I was just completely behind the camera, just focused on what's happening behind the camera. So there were also some issues there in terms of the technical element with the camera usage, because that was really where I was just like trying to handle so many different things. I couldn't just leave it on auto and just let it do its thing. I was really trying to essentially play around with these settings. But yeah, overall I was really happy with it. And that was the very first short film ever I submitted to a submission call for art gallery in St. John, New Brunswick, which ended up getting pretty good reviews, and I'm really proud of the work that was done on it. A Lazy Day.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars, but the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence, and the dark's all that I see when you start.
So this one's interesting because it was done at a time where I was quite influenced by the video essays I was watching. and I ended up picking up the term vibe films. So a film that's not really focused on telling a super deep story as much as it is focused on just trying to tell a particular feeling. And it evoked to me a sense of slice of life. So with that, I basically went to work, and I was really in the mood for telling a simple, happy story where people would feel happy watching it, relaxed perhaps. And that was also the very first film we submitted to a film festival. Overall, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. Clone Adventure 2, The Talk. This one was more of an experimental film where I always wanted to see what I could do with just cloning myself. So you know how you could tell a story with just yourself, but multiple versions of you on the screen at the same time. And I had been watching The Office at the same time too, and I kind of got inspired by The Office for the comedy a little bit, but I'm really happy with the way it turned out because it was a huge learning experience, and it taught me a lot about just editing, a little bit about composition in the camera, so you're careful when you're editing. It makes your life easy when you're editing as well. But yeah, overall I'm happy. Distance.
Yet I ponder, do I sink further away from you?
Distance was a very experimental film. It was inspired by a poetry I'd written. It was a cheesy poetry, but I really enjoyed making it because it gave me the sense that I could essentially make something more feeling oriented, but with telling a story in a different medium. And this was also the film where I believe I first created a filming schedule. So over every film, I've been slowly refining my process in working with others and improving the collaboration. And this was the film where I really improved the communication process as well, I believe. Although there were some technical issues with it because this was the first time I filmed outdoors extensively, and I remember setting everything up. It was gray overcast skies, perfect for filming, and then the sun came out. Now I could only do so much to control the overexposure unfortunately it still did happen. But it was a learning experience. Same with the color grading on this one. This was, I think I still am trying to do it. This was around the time where I'm trying to figure out my own taste in color grading. And I feel like I said, I'm still trying to do it, essentially. But yeah, overall it was a good learning experience. The water that never stops to into the depths.
I've told you not to look at my messages. I respect your privacy, so why can't you do the same for mine?
I was just checking to see if it was something urgent, so I could let you know. Who is this, Rebecca? Why was she messaging you with all those heart emojis? What's going on between you two?
See, this is what I mean. Any message you see from someone you don't know, you want to know who I'm talking to, where I am, what I'm doing 24/7. You're wondering why this whole thing isn't working out, but you never look in the mirror yourself. Your crap is dragging this whole thing down.
My crap? My crap? What about your nonsense? Every day you come home from work and you don't even acknowledge all the effort I put into making sure you have a clean, welcoming place to come back to. And then every night you go out and come back at some odd hour reeking of alcohol and different perfumes. And yes, I notice. You must think I'm an idiot. And maybe I am, seeing as I've been willing to give you a chance for so long now. I must be the biggest idiot to put up with an egotistical jerk like you.
This egotistical jerk makes sure you have your spending money every month. Seeing that I'm the only earning body around here, and you've forgotten that fact. Maybe you've forgotten who keeps us afloat here. And so what? I like to go out and have a little bit of fun. And you think that gives you the right to tie a leash around my neck?
Just keep your distance. I'm warning you, this won't be like the last time.
Take my money and tell me what to do. I'm sick of you and your crap. Get out of my life already!
This one was a big one. This one was basically the biggest film of the year. And it was a huge learning experience for me because I ended up applying so much of what I had learned previously to this one, and also learning more things, like working with more than 2 actors at a time, for example. Trying to direct everyone in the shot and trying to frame the shots properly, using slightly more advanced techniques for the camera movement, such as putting it on a wheel or dolly and then just moving it around. Trying to be more intentional with the camera shots, part of which was due to me for the very first time making a shot list. And yeah, overall I'm super happy with the way it turned out, because this was also the one that ended up winning the honorable mention in a film festival, the Athens Monthly International Arts Film Festival. And that ended up really acting as a milestone, which I didn't even know I had. But it was great to see that the film got some sort of recognition. A Long Way Home. A Long Way Home is an interesting film, very experimental. It's partly inspired by my own experiences in the city here in Calgary, Alberta, and I really ended up learning quite a bit about filming outdoors because most of it was filmed inside my car. And there were naturally certain issues you face filming outdoors. You can't plan for everything, especially if you're filming on roads where you don't have it blocked off. You don't have everyone else driving around you being an actor. It's all just ad hoc filmmaking. I ended up learning quite a bit, and essentially it taught me about other things too behind the camera, such as recruiting new actors. So normally I work with Jan Bergquist and Matt Fabianski, both of whom are fantastic. This time around I ended up working with Cameron Ross and Katarina Borsig, and both of them were amazing too in this short film. They really took on the role even with the minimal script I gave, because I didn't really want the drama aspect overriding the docu aspect, since it is a docu-drama, documentary / drama. And I basically gave them a minimal script and they came very prepared and ready to go. So yeah, that was an amazing experience, and I would definitely love to work with them again, given the opportunity. Dirt. finally we come to the very last short film for the year 2024. Dirt was something as a result of me wanting to try and get back in something psychological, and also try and play around with mixing practical elements and VFX together. So in this sense, it was really experimental, and I wanted to write something about what happens when your obsessions take over. I was surprised by how much it resonated with people, because honestly, Dirt is the one with the most interaction on it from the audience. And I was happy to see it, but at the same time I'm also happy to have made it, because it taught me quite a bit about the VFX side of things, the importance of doing certain small technical things that you normally wouldn't think to, but how important it can be for the post-production. And yeah, that's those are all the films, and every film I mentioned, most of them, their budget is $0. If anything, that should go to show that as long as you have a phone, just create a story, pick up your phone, ask a few friends, and start recording. Or if you're in an area where you can find actors who are looking to expand their portfolio, just start working with them. That's 2024. I'm hoping in 2025 I end up expanding my capabilities more. I do have some ideas of the films I want to make in the summer. Right now it's winter, and it's probably gonna stay snowy for quite a while. So who knows what I'm gonna make right now. I think I would like to tackle something slice of life related, but I have to figure it out. It's a work in progress. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any feedback, any constructive feedback, please feel free to drop it in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions, again, drop it in the comments below. And subscribe if you want to follow along with me on my filmmaking journey. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya.